Alright everybody, welcome back to KWPR, that's Koi Water Plants and Rants. And for those of you who don't know, I'm Martin. Look, blue skies, unbelievable, what a miserable flaming summer we've had. And I've been trying to crack on out here in the garden with the pond and gardening and everything like that. And yeah, you might have had 1-2 days of sunshine during the week, and then come the weekend when I get home, yeah, absolutely flaming peeing it down. Well anyway, been trying to get on and do the old skimmer to the drum and then pipe work back to the shower, and what a nightmare. If it could go wrong, it went wrong. Absolute flaming nightmare, but almost there. And plus my pump packed up, my main pump was on its last legs and dying anyway, so I ordered a new pump, 20,000 litre this time from a 10,000, and obviously turned it down a little bit, but yeah, nightmare with that one. I'll talk a bit about that later on, and unscrupulous website stroke dealers, and then the good side of dealers, you know. Big up to Hat and Koi, cheers, thanks very much guys, much appreciated. I'll talk about it in a little while, but anyway, yeah, so the shower is running, as you can hear. I'll turn you around. So shower's running, as you can see, but that's all is running. The return to the pond and the air source heat pump isn't on at the moment because I've been working on that this week. Doing all the pipe work and everything like that. We'll have a little look in the pit in a minute and see what's doing, but have a little look at the fish while we're here. So that's what it's all about. Nobody wants to hear me waffling, they just want to see the fish. So everybody seems to be doing fine. Feed's still been going in even though the pond's not been at full pelt, not as much as I've been wanting to, obviously because of temperatures and everything like that. But you know how every village has an idiot? Well, my pond has an idiot. It's probably my fault and Gary Gatwick's fault really, because the Dainichi shower, I'm waiting for him to come round, he's right at the bottom there. So this year I've been using the Probites, and most of their food is floating, and not a problem. Food's been going in, everybody's been munching it, coming up to the top, taking it, except for, where's he gone now? There he is. Except for that idiot over there. As soon as the food goes in, he dives straight down to the bottom. There he is now. Dives straight down to the bottom, and he starts hoovering around the bottom while everybody else is getting their feed up top. So yeah, he's been going down the bottom, looking for food down the bottom. All the food's been on the top, and he's just been hovering around the bottom. Natural way carp do. They're trying to hoover it all off the bottom. So I had to get a bag of sinking, and I wanted Corella, but they were out of stock, so I've had to get some spring and autumn sinking, just for him. As soon as Corella comes in, I'll get some of that, because that's more of the summer food anyway. But as you can see, everybody's doing fine. The Dainichi Kohaku is really starting to pack some size on now. Getting a nice chunky body on him. You know, don't look it on video, you know, you've got to be here in person to see. But yeah. But anyway, let's go over to the pit, and I'll show you what I've been doing in here. So yeah, So it was a nightmare. So there's the pump. The line goes round there, all the way around here, round under the deck, and then comes out over on the shower. Now I was using, where have I put it? Oh, I've got everything up at the moment and it's an absolute nightmare. I'll follow you with me balancing. So I've been using that. I normally use wet hard dry, but I couldn't get hold of any. So this is from Screwfix, and it's only for plastic drainage products. It's not really meant for pressure, but Screwfix and what's the other one, Tool Station, both sell it. It's the only one they sell. Rubbish, absolute rubbish. Almost every single joint bloody leaked a little bit, and I had to go around with some CT4 and do it. So went over to the plumber's merchant and got some Black Swan, which was for pressure. Not running any water through it, I'm just giving it time to set and everything like that. But yeah, what a nightmare. But anyway, so let's just get down into the pit a minute. We'll have a little chat. Down we go. So as we know, so that skimmer into the drum, bottom drain into the drum, that's for cleaning out, emptying the drum, goes into the pit, into the sump pump. Right, so what I've done is EA 10,000 back to the shower. Now what I've had to buy, so this was a nightmare because it's obviously 20,000 goes up to 2 inch, so that's 2 inch, and that's the Aqua 40 pump, but it's a special pump. So this is an Aqua 40 20,000 litre an hour pump. Nice solid build, as you can see. Bit disappointed with the fittings it comes with. It only comes with hose tail fittings, in and out, 2 hose tail fittings, don't come with any solvent weld. So I've had to go 2 inch round up, 2 inch T, and then reducer inch and a half. So that's the bypass for this air source heat pump, and then it goes up to the air source heat pump. Like I said, I've not got any water in there yet because I haven't connected the electrics. I'm just about to do that. All needs a good clean and a good wipe out in here. But let's go back up. And follow you again. And I'll go into my little filter house. So there's the control box. Obviously I'm not wired in yet, I'm just about to wire it in. So as you can see on there, it says DM Vario 20,000 Wi-Fi. Ooh, Wi-Fi. But you know me, I like my Wi-Fi because I work away all week. I like to be able to control things in my pump with a bit of Wi-Fi workage. Hence the tapo plugs on these. I just got a wire another one into the number 1 port here, so I can have the sump pump connected into there. Then I'll wire the 2 pumps into there. So it's Wi-Fi. Don't know whether it works yet. We're going to find out in a minute. Which is quite surprising because there's the Evolution Aqua Vari pump control box, and that a hell of a lot smaller, considering that's got Wi-Fi gubbins in it. So either they cram more technology into a little box, or EA's control boxes are too big, don't need to be that big. But yeah, it comes with obviously the European plug as usual, so that's got to be cut off, and 3 pins got to be put on there. So going to get it hardwired in, and then try and get the Wi-Fi connected, and I'll take you with that. And then after that, I'll tell you about unscrupulous dealers and things like that. But that's what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks. But wind, rain, and work and everything else just keeps on getting in the way. Look, me white Aggie, didn't have it last year. White Agapanthus, all the blues are out. The white's back this year. Whether it broke off last year, whether it was growing, I don't know. But yeah, I like the white one. But garden is going nuts. I suppose that's one thing you can say about all the rain we've been having, is it's made the garden absolute growing nuts. But anyway, I'll catch you in a minute after I got this wired in. Now I have a Matsuko box. It's open at the moment. I'll show you when it's closed. And as you can see, wiring them up can be ever so fiddly. But what I tend to do, and make life easier, is wire up a plug. I've got one here ready to go, so just wire up one of these plugs, just wire that straight in, and then you can just switch things out as and when you require, unplug them, change them and that lot. I know the latest ones, they got little connectors that you've got to put on, but it's quite easy to have a free plug, bit of wire it up, put it straight into the box, and then you still got the joys of having the timer controls and the on-off buttons and all the bits and pieces that Matsuko having in their boxes, without the hassle of having to unplumb everything. So let me just get this bit of wire in and I'll get back to you. So, wired in. So I've put the 10,000 ferry pump in there. My thinking is, if that breaks down or goes knackered, at least I've still got one pump going. Well, no, it's a safety reason. I might change it at a later date, but yeah, I'm going to put the 20,000 into there. That's the sump pump and the spare, but I thought I'd put it into there. So power's off at the moment, no red light, obviously no light in there, so moment of truth. So pump one on, and there you go. Happy days. I have got another tapo somewhere, so I might put the tapo on that. This needs a good dust out in here. But right, so that one's done. So I need to cut the Continental off of this and get a UK plug onto that. So back in a minute. So we have power off. So now I need to do the very, very unmanly thing. I'm sorry guys, but I've got to, and I'm going to read the instructions. I know it's a shock, but I need to. I really need to. I'm sorry guys, I know I'm not a real man, but there you go. So just going to read the instructions about getting this all connected up to Wi-Fi, and I will get back to you. So first thing I've got to do, and I've done, is download, if that's going to focus, the Aqua 40 app. So hit that. There you go. Add a Wi-Fi device. You can see that there. So pump controller. Yeah, the location service Echo 40. Right, I'm going to do this and then get back to you, because it looks like there's a whole load of things to do. So here we go. So we're logged on, and you see the pump's running at 100%. So I can adjust that just by putting my finger on, squirreling it around. So let's try that. I'll take that down to 68%, and there you can go. Look, that went down to 68% on there. You can pause it. There's programming. Now I'll talk about that in a sec. So you can program this, so you can set it up so it goes on and off with your feeder. So you can say pump's running, turns off say 8 o'clock, your feed goes off, it's off for 15 minutes, then it switches back on. and you can set it up so it does that throughout the day, so you don't get any food wasted down your bottom drains or what skimmer or whatever you got the pump set up on. Or you can also set up a, I'll let that go blank, turn you around, talk to me. Or you can actually sort of like say during the day when fish are active, a lot of food going in, everything like that, you can have it running say 100%, and then night time, say from 9 o'clock at night till about 6 o'clock in the morning, you can set a schedule up so the pump goes down to 50% and it's running at 50% throughout the night, and then in the morning again, say sort of like 8 o'clock, it comes back on. So yeah, really loving the Wi-Fi action. I've got to have a play with it. Like I said, you've seen it as I've seen it, so I don't really know how it's going, but it seems a nice solid pump, well built, as you expect from the Aqua 40 pumps. They got a good rep, they work really hard, and they seem to sort of like last for ages. It's just the Wi-Fi side of things that really intrigued me. As you know, like I said, I work away, so now I've got my main pump on Wi-Fi, so I've got the air source heat pump on Wi-Fi, and I've got something coming as well that's going to be Wi-Fi, but I can't talk about that yet, not until I get it. But again, looking forward to getting that, so I'll talk about that when it turns up. Hopefully it won't be too long. So blue sky still. Yay. So I'm going to just pack my rubbish away here, have a little play with the Wi-Fi. Next time you see the Wi-Fi is when I'm at work. I'm going to take you with me and we'll play and see what's happening with the Wi-Fi, see whether it still stays connected and everything like that when I'm at work, because things can disconnect. The air source heat pump disconnects sometimes, but it's the way it is. Internet goes off for some reason, doesn't reconnect. Got a Wi-Fi extender, one of them discs in the old summer house there, and there's one sort of like upstairs in the window, so it creates a sort of like a net, as they call it, a Wi-Fi net. So hopefully it shouldn't be too bad, it should stay connected. But anyway, I'm going to pack all this rubbish away, and I'll get back to you, and like I said, we'll have a little natter about the stuff. Might even talk to you when I'm back in the truck tomorrow, but might go over and have a little look at the fish before we go. But let me pack this stuff away. So just going to top up the auto feeder in a minute, but thought I'd give them a little bit of food, and you can see there it's light and dark in there, so yeah, they're sinking and floating, but here they all come, waiting. And then they realise that they're sinking, look, and down they go. And it keeps the daft one happy. It's just getting dark, so you can't, well, you can see down in the bottom, but yeah, there he is. Yeah, munchy. Good old shag. Okay, so I'm taking off the top. Yeah, I'll let you lot fight for it. Once they polish off all the stuff on the bottom, they realise there's stuff floating around up top, they'll all come up top. Apart from the village idiot. And there he is. And just had a little bit of a seepage on the pump, so I'll just put a little bit of a glue around, just waiting for that to take a little bit before I turn the pump back on. But I need to get that clean, and that needs a good scrape off. We'll have to do that next week. Don't flow right. Mind your own business is going nuts though. They're all happy as Larry. A little bit of seepage out of that, joint just there, and just there. The rest of it seems fine all around here. Nothing back down there. As far as I know, there's nothing back down there. So I'll give it all white down next week, give it all good clean out in here. Fine. Rerouted that as well. The waste, I've rerouted it round and in this way, and it's out in the way here, so I will try and get, I've got a nice piece of metal grid in, so might have to build the blocks up. I started building the blocks up, and then I can lay a whole metal grid all the way end to end, and it just give me somewhere to stand and reach down and grab all my bits and pieces. I wouldn't mind moving this because this is in the way, this one. It's up against me pump and everything like that, but yeah, so just wait for that glue to dry a bit and then I'll turn it back on. I've got that set, so that's for the garden, so I've given the garden any watering because it's supposed to be quite nice this week. Get rid of that cement. But yeah, my Jim koi is still flowering. If I deadhead that, it should chuck up another couple. The one over there, look, bloody Chinese up. But I've got to fill up the feeder. I want one of those feeders that you can set up hourly, the superfish ones. I think it's superfish. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to have a seat, have a brew, and have a bath. So I'm going to have a seat here. So you know they say if something's too good to be true, it usually is, and that may be the case. So I was looking for a new pump, 20,000 pump, and I knew the Wi-Fi ones existed because a good friend of mine, Merrick's Koi Pond, go over and subscribe if you're not subscribed. He's got one, not fitted yet, but he's got one. Hurry up and fit it, mate. So he said about it and I went, oh, Wi-Fi pump, yeah, I'd like the sound of that. So on Tinterweb, looking around, let's bring it down a bit, and yeah, found one and I thought, Christ, that's a cheap price. It's on a company called Koi Care, care spelt with a K, so Koi and then Care, K-A-R-E. Ridiculously cheap price, you know, right, you know, not free or anything like that, but yeah, it's probably about 70-80 quid cheaper, possibly 100 quid I think, better than some other places. 200-300 quid actually. Some, if you look on the internet, some of the prices people are asking is just ridiculous. But yeah, so yeah, well, me being me, I'm quite diligent, so I sort of done a bit of research, went onto the website and had a look. Yeah, seemed fairly genuine. Facebook page, yeah, genuine, like, fair enough. So I put the order in, paid it using PayPal, waited, nothing. Contacted the guy, said, hello mate, this is me pump. I said, when's it like to be sent out? Oh yeah mate, yeah, I'll get it in the post to you today, sorry. Alright, okay, yeah, be with you tomorrow. Excuse me. Be with you tomorrow. Really? Alright. So tomorrow came and went, nothing. Phoned him up, I said, no one turned up yet. He said, I'll give you a tracking number. I said, right, okay. He said, yeah, I'll text it to you on this number. The number you're calling on? I went, yeah, please, if you can, and then I'll track it. Yeah, mate. No text came. Later, nothing came. Phoned the bloke up, straight to answer machine. Phoned him up again, straight to answer machine. Phoned him up again, straight to answer machine. Tried my other phone, my work phone, it rang. Hung up. I hung up, tried my normal number again, straight to my machine. He's blocked me. That little git's blocked me. So I rang him with me work phone again. Says, "Alright mate." I says, yeah. I says, "You blocked me." He goes, "Well, I don't know what you're on about." I says, "That's Koi Care, isn't it?" He goes, No. I says, "Nah mate, no, you got the wrong number." I said, "You sound exactly the same as the bloke I've just been speaking to a little while ago. Said he sent me a tracking number." Boo! Hung up on me. Blocked me up and blocked that number. Nothing turned up, so took a case out with PayPal. PayPal sort of messaged him, never heard anything back. So yeah. So after a certain period, got my money back from PayPal. They ruled on my case. So yeah, beware. I put up the symbol. His website's still live and it's still selling stuff. There was another negative comment on Trustpilot, and I've left a negative one on there. But be very, very wary of that website. I think at one time there was 2 of them, and I think it worked, and it was quite a decent outfit. But I think something's happened. They split up, and it's just the one bloke running it now, and yeah, he's not running it. So, but yeah, so I went over and had a little look round, found a company called Hat and Koi. I gave him a little ring before I ordered, spoke to him. Gentleman I'd spoken to, really nice. Told him what had happened. He was very sort of like understanding, sympathetic and everything like that. I mean, they're a family running business, so Hat and Koi, so yeah, they were cheaper than most other places as well. So yeah, ordered from there, and it was posted the very same day. Well, he said it probably won't go out to the, but no, posted the very same day. So excellent service, lovely little family run business, lots and lots of stuff at very decent prices. I'll put the link down to their website down below, but yeah, pop along if you need anything. Pop along to Hat and Koi. Anyway, hold on a minute. Screen went out. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to put you down for now because I want to have a cup of coffee and a bath, and I'll pick you up again when I'm back in my truck later, and talk a little bit more about this, and we'll see if the Wi-Fi is working away from home. Alright, catch you in a minute. Tally boy. Right, so yeah, I said pick it up again when I'm back in the lorry. Yeah, back in the lorry. It's a little bit dark in here because I've got the curtains drawn. Down in Spain at the moment, on the A1, which is between Madrid and Burgos. in Spain, part of Spain where most people when they go on holiday don't get to see, and it's hot. It's hot. It's at 38 degrees at the moment, hence why I got the curtains drawn, got the night cool on. Volvo people, night cool, spot on. It's a brilliant idea. But yeah, spin you around, look, yeah, so yeah, in the lorry park, out in lovely Spain. Not a lot to see really. Could have done being a bit higher up, but anyway, bring you back in. So yeah, so in the lorry, and yeah, so the Aqua 40 Wi-Fi pump, powerful, definitely, a lot more powerful than what I expected to be. Head height is brilliant. Power consumption, okay. When I picked up the original literature, it said maximum power is 138 watts. So I turned it on and it was on full power and it came up at 200 watts, and I'm like, right, okay. But further research has found out that in the booklet there, it's a bit of a typo, and max power is 200 watts. Now, getting my brain around it, like, if you run that at 50%, I'd expect it to be 100 watts, but it's not. 50%, it runs about 100 and I think it was 18 watts. Okay, it's not massive differences, but I thought it'd save money. But it's so at 50% of a 20,000, I would expect to be 10,000 litres. I was running 10,000 litre pump, and that was, the Pond Expert was 78 watts at 10,000 litres flat out. So I'm thinking that the bigger pump would be more efficient. Maybe not unless I got a faulty one. I've messaged Aqua 40 just to double check and that lot, but I had absolutely nothing back from them just yet. But we're here about the Wi-Fi side of things, and so far so good. It works fine. I'll get my phone out in a minute and I'll show you and just go through the controls what you have got. Very basic though. You know, you can turn it on, you can turn it off, you can turn the power up, you can turn the power down, and you can set a schedule. So I'll sort of like try and show you that on there, and that's about it. It does, if your pump sort of fails and it sends up an error code, it does send the error code to your phone, I believe, but you've got to click on it. What I do think is missing is an alert based system. So if your pump fails, when it switches off or it gets an error code and that lot, then it should send you a notification. I believe it's dead easy technology, a bit of code writing and that lot. So if anything switches off, it fails, or something's not quite right and that lot, the pump should send a notification to the app, and you get a notification on your phone, you know, a nice ping ping or something like that, or whatever you have on your phone, to tell you that, hold on a minute, there's something wrong. Okay, you might be away from home, but everybody has a mobile phone these days, and everybody has a friend they can shout, or you can have a highly trained wife like my Jackie, who I sort of like go, hey, something wrong in the pond. I don't know what I'm looking at, and then you're talking through it. Sorry love. But yeah, so that is the one thing that I do think is lacking. Now where's my phone? Put the phone down. Right, so I'm going to spin you around and try and focus on the phone, and try and sort of like show you how the app is. Hold on a minute. So just bring the app up. Right, okay, so spinning you around. Right, so how's it going to work? Right, so Aqua 40 app, just there, just give that a tap, up it comes. Right, so you get a thing where you set up your aquarium, as they call it, on the page and that lot, and you add your device. So my device I've added is there. It comes up. That's the code number of the pump. So you press and hold that for a couple of seconds and that comes the screen. So as you can see there at the moment, I'm running it, they call it gears on the app, but I'm running that at 55% of the power. Alright, and then you can see it's on. So if you hit that, I'm not going to do it now because it will turn it off, but you hit that, it'll turn the pump off. And then you go down to the bottom, you can pause. There's a pause button just down there, and then you've got the program button. And if you press and hold this, I'm trying to do it all one-handed. Not a lot of... Come on. Yeah, so when you bring up the program screen, you get this, and then what you do, you can double tap anywhere on the blue line. So just double tap twice. That brings up, and that shows you the schedule that I've already got. So you've got these sliders. You can slide them around to the time slot you want. If it's not quite accurate enough, just down here you've got a time bar, so you can hit the time bar, start putting your start time, and then put in your finish time, and then that's set up, and then you can double tap on the other side and that lot, and select, sorry, just go back. So you set your times, then down here you've got gears again. They're using gears, but this is sort of like, you know, your power rating, 50%, 60%. So at the moment mine's set 06:59 to 21. That's not the right time. I thought I set it later than that. Let's change that a minute. So not 59 minutes, I want to go to, see, I'm setting the time. So 6 o'clock that is, so save that. So from 6 o'clock till 9 o'clock at night, I'm running on 55%. And then on the other half, just trying to remember, so there you go, double tap on that. So on that, so from 9 o'clock till 0600, I'm on 40. So again, you can go in, set it up, so you can run, and then just make sure you hit the auto button there, and then if you want to delete the program at any point, you can delete it. So that's how you can set up the timer function to have different flows at various times of day. You can even set this up to turn on and off with your feeder. So if you've got an auto feeder and you don't want your pump running when the feed goes in, you can set it up to coincide with your pump. So yeah, pretty basic, pretty simple to use, and once you get your head around it, and like I said, yeah, that's it. And just come out of it, and as you can see at the moment, still 55%, it's on, and the program has to be lit up to show you that you're in program mode. Don't just go wrong when I'm away from home. So yeah, so everything, so that is basically the app. There are a few other options up here in the screen. So you can set local time, device name, so you can change the device name down to your pump, like, you know, Martin's pump, whatever. Equipment management, device information, using help. That is a bit naff. You come up and you just get this page like that, right, and then at the bottom there you can see this bit, it says feedback question. If you tap that, it comes up with a little form for you to fill out to ask a question, which is what I've done about the power rating, and like I said, I've not heard anything back. So yeah, load of rubbish that. And that is the app basically. You can add more devices for it. Aqua 40 do sort of like little plugs and plug boxes and things that you can turn on and off for aquariums or gardens, stuff like that. But turn your back round on me a minute. So yeah, ooh, there you go. Get the light on me, there you go, that's better. So yeah, it does what it says on the tin. It works, and I can control my pump, and I can keep an eye on things on the pump, and you know, if weather situation calls for it, something like that, I can sort of like turn the flow of the pump down and everything like that. Giving the fish a good workout anyway. Yeah. And just whack it up to 20,000 and that lot, and give you bottom drains to pull through and stuff. I will say it is a very, compared to the EA especially, pound for pound, the power on it is second to none. They are really good pumps. Whether that lasts over times and over time, too powerful and it'll burn out a bit faster, that remains to be seen. Price point, yeah, okay. What's an EA pump? 20,000. What's that? They're about, I think they're about 280, 320. So with the Wi-Fi Aqua 40 and that lot, depending where you get it from, and unfortunately some of the big names out there, I'm not going to name them, but some of the more well-known dealers and that lot are taking the Michael a little bit. I got mine from Hat and Koi, very good price for it. Pop over to Hat and Koi, have a look over there. Very good price on it, and not sponsored by them or anything like that, but yeah, really good price. Would I recommend it? Okay, at the moment I'm going to say yes, but as anything in ponding or anything like that, it's time's going to be telling. But at the moment I'm really quite impressed with the pump. A little bit disappointed with the power consumption, but that there again is that's something I've got to pay with, because at the moment, so like I said, I'm running 55%, and the flow coming out of my returns and that, like, it's like a jacuzzi at 55%. So the minimum you can turn it down to is 30. I go down to 35 at night, so on my settings, so 9 o'clock tonight, that'll flick over and the power will drop down to 35%, 40%, sorry, I said that, I beg my pardon, 40% at night. So it slows it down at night and gives them a chance to sort of like rest up a little bit in the night time. And then again, sort of like 6 o'clock in the morning, when the first feed comes in, the power comes up and that lot. So hopefully, you know, they do say that flow adds length and more muscular body, and they lose the fat bellies. Well, we'll see, because they got the flow now. Anyway, that's that. I'm at work. I'm in Spain. But I'm going to click you back to my kitchen now, and I'm going to talk about something else that I picked up at the show, at the BKKS show, which is the bioactivator for making your own filter or friendly bacteria, stuff like that. Nifty little thing. Went in, looked at it, spoke to the guys about it up at the show there at Burton's. Wasn't convinced, to be truthful. You know, these things, when they come out, they sound like gimmicks. But they gave me a load of sort of like pamphlets to read, so I took them away, had a little read, made sense what they were talking about. So yeah, ended up buying one of these ones, where you get the little cook pot, a little jar, you mix it in, and you get a pot of the stuff. You get a little kit, and you make up your own, well, you call it filter, but it doesn't actually go in the filter. It's only a tiny bit you put in your filter. So you make up a jar, 1 litre jar, and I can take you through the process of doing it and that lot, and then you can pour a little bit into your filters over your media or on your moving bed or whatever filter you got, but most of it you put straight into the pond, and then it colonizes the pond. And I've got to say, I'm really impressed actually with the results. It's just remembering to make it, because it takes 24 hours to cook a brew up, but 1 little pot like that is enough for 100,000 litres, so you can make enough liquid to treat 100,000 litres. So that little jar's going to last me flaming ages. And they do a sort of like a lacto one as well, but you can't mix the two, and you can't put the two in at the same time, so you can do one week and one the other week. But yeah, I'll show you how to make it all, and then when I'm back home, whenever that'll be, I'll talk a bit more about it. I'll bring out the stuff, the mixer stuff, and talk about the ingredients and stuff like that. But anyway, that's it. So I'm going to pop back to my kitchen right now. So first thing we do, take your clear little bucket, and it ain't going to show up on camera, but there is measurements on the side here. So just do half a litre or 500 ml or 50 cl of lukewarm water. And take your Biota Complete and open it up, and it's got a little seal lid inside. Peel that away. Now this is fairly compacted, it's fairly solid in there, and there is, complete with your kit, measuring spoon. It's a 25 ml spoon, and you just want to do 1 spoon of this. And like I said, it's fairly well compacted. And so just plonk that in. Seal it all back up. Lid back on. Any spillage can go in there, and then inside the lid of this you've got a little spoon, and just give that a quick one spoonful is for 10,000 litres, so 2 spoonfuls 20,000, 3 spoonfuls 30,000 in that, and then top that up to 1,000 mils or a litre with lukewarm water again. That's that. Give it a good stir again. Lid on. Lock it into place with your spoon. Then got to put a bit of warm water between, before you put that in there, put a little bit of warm water in there, plonk that in there, so just a little bit of warm water in there, and plonk that inside. Need to take a bit out, a bit too much in there. plug it in, turn it on, leave it for 24 hours. See you in 24 hours. Right, once it's cooked for 24 hours, you turn it off the machine, you take it out of the machine, you've got to let it cool down to room temperature before you add it to the pond. So you can see it's gone sort of like a wee shape and dehydrated wee colour in there, and it really cider, sort of like a coffee cider smell. Don't really smell the bacteria. I'm just going to pour this straight in the pond because I haven't got any filters running. Well, that's another story. Trying to fit stuff and fucking shitty glue, but so just straight into the pond, and that's supposed to lower nitrates and sludge and all that lot. Yeah, look, fish going, what the fuck you just done? What's that you just poured in there? Yeah, I've got to get in, unscrew my bloody air valve again, spin drift for bottom drains, shit 'em.